I am seeing that. Yeah, the Lovers. Something's in question about a connection for sure. The Lovers is here in the reverse. This is basically telling me that there is a struggle in the connection. It's hard to manifest something or plan things, and there's delays because there's now disharmony within the connection. So it's like plans have stopped, something has stopped. There's now things here where it's like, should I, should I stay? Should I go? Is this something that we can work through? And then the Magician is like, I'm trying to plan, I'm trying to manifest, but something just keeps delaying. Something keeps getting stuck or going backwards. All right, so we have the King of Swords. All right. I feel like this person's feelings for you, they're really, really trapped in their own perception about how they view things. They could be thinking that you're like really stressed or something in that way, and then I feel like here with you, you're like, okay, this person's trying to be logical, but they could also be feeling a bit cold, maybe in your eyes here. Yeah, and with the Page of Wands, there's a lot of immaturity coming through also when it comes to communication or when it comes to you know, some type of conflict, like something's being created here where communication's off. There may be a lot of procrastination or a lack of direction here within the connection. This could be to do with work or putting in the effort. We also have the Ace of Swords coming in this person's mind, and a choice being made. So someone's actions is like feeling at a crossroads, needing to make a choice. We do have the Emperor coming through with the Temperance card. If you guys are interested in a personal... Ooh, we have the Two Cups. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can go ahead and click the description box below, and it'll say book a reading. You can click that link, and it'll take you right to book a reading with me. All you have to do is hit next available, and it'll take you to the next available. All right, so there is some communication. It feels like this relationship's very strong. This could be a marriage here, Gemini, or something that has to do with your home, your family, your stability. Okay. We have the King of Wands that just flipped right over. So what's good about this is that there's somebody that's like taking the lead of the connection. Somebody that has the ambition, has the drive and the motivation to do something here. It feels like you're more of like this action person and very logical too, but someone here is more about like very cold and logical. Very like it's hard to... They have a hard time expressing or understanding. It's like they kind of like talk their way through things, you know. It's like that kind of person. Again, you could reverse the roles. Yeah, there may be here where something's challenging. We do have a Tower. So a Tower moment can be like it's more of a divine intervention because something's rocky. Something needs to fall and be rebuilt again. And when things are built off rockiness, it's like the inevitable. If you're not talking about certain things, if you're not trying to work on things or something, you're trying to force things or anything like that, and you're just getting more exhausted, things are getting more harder, things are not progressing, it's most likely because the foundation is not strong enough or wasn't built on strong. So what happens is like there's this like big old striking moment in a connection or relationship that reveals that like everything that hasn't been talked about or anything that was hidden from you or anything like that. You could look at this as a divine intervention where it strikes the connection to where you have no choice but to see the truth and to face those things either together. So it's like a make it or break it type of situation. Usually towers can be like very chaotic, very sad because there's like either a really bad ending that comes with this, or it can actually get very difficult, but it's here to bring the truth and to bring resilience. Either way, breakup or staying together, it brings resilience. It's here to help and to bring growth. Okay. So it just seems like here there's a Nine of Coins energy where there's like a lot of dependence in some part of the connection, but there's also a need to reevaluate. Yeah, something about putting in the effort, work. Okay, we have justice. Justice is good. That's about truth and honesty. But someone here is feeling defeated mentally. This person needs clarity. They're all over the place in their head. Okay, they're all over the place. They may seem like, they're strong, they're determined, they're, set on their way, or like they really mean what they say, but really they're very confused. They have lack of direction. They're not sure what's going on, but they may talk as if they do. But this person, in their mind, they're feeling defeated. They're feeling like there's a lot of conflict. They're feeling like there's this, like, just feeling like they're at, or thinking this connection is like hitting a big wall to where it's bringing out clashing or fighting or an imbalance in the connection, which is causing their behavior to like rethink things here. And it's making them kind of like give up in some way, like not wanting to persevere. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of stress surrounding this situation. And this is a feeling of like, I'm exhausted. I don't want to go anymore. Yeah. And the Emperor energy with the King of Cups. This is a very cold energy. This is somebody this is something you guys have already went through. Okay, maybe you guys are still dealing with the Tower moment. But this person can be emotionally immature and manipulative. There may be a powerless feeling why this person is like this. But this is them completely shutting down, completely emotionally unavailable, and just showing that they're not caring right now. And the Emperor is showing that there's despite what I'm feeling here, the Emperor feels very powerless, feels very weak. So what they do to feel powerful is they need to control how they feel. So sometimes they'll just shut down or do something, go back to their old ways or anything like that. But this can be very, very hurtful for the connection. Yeah, it looks like the star is in reverse to show that things are pretty heavy right now. A lot of you guys may have, and the outcome, it's like, there's like a person that is whole, motivated, logical, and there's an energy that's just logic. Emotions are gone. It's like things are getting too heavy. And then we have the star where it's like giving up. Like there's no more hope, there's no more faith. There's the patience have run out. But we have this beautiful Two of Cups. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. And it's showing there's a strong connection. There's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of love here. So something here, the challenge is that something needs to be reevaluated. Something needs to be discussed and worked out on. But there's also a lot going on with someone's behavior. So it looks like there's a pause. Yeah, there's a pause here. There's a mood shift. And then Judgment is here. Poor Judgment, once again. Four Cups can be a little selfish. Yeah, somebody's going back and forth. So the Hangman's here. Looks like a lot of you guys may be in a stagnant connection right now. Pause or just not talking to each other. Yeah, then when you see the Nine of Wands as the challenge, the Nine of Pentacles as the challenge, this could feel like somebody is being reckless, is kind of only thinking about themselves. They're guarded. There's maybe a financial burdens. But there's something here where there's like has to do with independence. I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings, and I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. Yeah. Very interesting reading. someone is just not doing well right now. Please forgive me. Destiny is taking us down different paths. I will find my way back to you one day. One-sided relationship. To be honest, it feels like there's just like this big old wall that's really trying to, that's hard to be broken down or be on the same page. There's definitely a very big disconnect. Somebody may be feeling trapped or needing space here. But from what I'm seeing is your absence is they're going to fill the absence. As more time passes by, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. I'm going to come sweep you off your feet. I didn't know what I had until you were gone. Lesson learned. I didn't mean what I said. Have toxicity. So that Emperor coming in the reading is very toxic. They have a very toxic ego. The Emperor upright is super, like, you wouldn't, remember, we're going based on what the cards are. Even though these are upright, what tells us what's really going on is the reverse cards. The problem is, like, what needs to be reevaluated, what needs to be looked at more deeper. So when we have reverse cards, they're more of like what's going on deeper in that card. So right now it's like, okay, when it comes to the Emperor energy, when it comes to like authority, or when it comes to commitment or stability or making decisive choices, the Emperor upright is all that. But when you have all these reversals, there's a problem. There's a power struggle here with something, and that can put a big toll on a connection, especially if they're in this energy only thinking about themselves or giving up at a moment of stress or discomfort, anger, or anything like that. Okay, so this is pretty confusing, as all of you guys may be feeling that, but there is a need to really reevaluate some things, because there's like a need for rest or a pause or like something here where that needs to be rejuvenated again, right? It's like take a few steps back, rest, and regain your strength type of energy. That's the challenge. Not making just rational or irrational decisions. Yeah, see, a situation gradually improves. It seems like something here is like off of stress just by the Nine of Swords. Yearn for something better and set rules and boundaries. Be that leader and clear and ground your energy, spiritual protection, and share your light. Okay, so it feels like a very shaky connection here. It feels like things have been pretty difficult. But it's more of watching out for the impulses or making decisions based on an emotion or reacting, because by doing that, it's like, okay, well, all it needs is time. Sometimes a break, time, pause, and then come back to it. But if not, I feel a lot of you guys have just lost hope completely because somebody's just completely giving up. Yeah, step back, see, and let it go. So you're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. So something here does improve, but I am seeing that there is a need for rest and to regain that strength by kind of focusing on the things that, that will better like more of like the positivity right now. And that is just giving your mind a rest as things settle, okay? Because it does feel like a very intense reading that is shaking up a connection or even a family here with the Ten of Cups. and it's causing delays, and like all manifestation, like planning and all that has stopped. It's like feels like a struggle now, and it feels like things are, you know, very hard, even financially for some. And the Lovers is here in the reverse, where it's putting hardship on the connection. So I feel for February, it's like an up and down type of energy, but there's a lot of pause and like really, you know, looking at things in different perspectives as of right now, not trying to control the situation. So that's what I have for you here, Gemini. I do hope this message did help and bring some clarity. Again, take what resonates with these readings. Tarot changes all the time, but this is a message that came out. That doesn't mean it's set in stone. It's just something that can lead to, you know, certain things. That's why tarot's here, to help you with the challenges, to kind of change your perspective, to kind of see things from a different light, and really question, like, do you really want to give up on this? Or, you know, is this something that you're willing to work towards, or are you just freaking done? So your body will resonate with that, like what you feel when you watch these readings. And that is because, remember, you're your own psychic, your intuition's strong. A lot of people with strong intuition are super psychic or need clarity or confirmation on their clarity, watch tarot. Okay, like they're very intuitive. So people that watch tarot is super psychic and intuitive, and like it's funny because people like make fun of it, but or like make their comments. But no, it's like something that people understand, like, okay, now what resonates with me? What's the message here? Because you're being drawn to something that you need to hear at this moment. And that is to only bring growth and clarity and willpower and